Hello, and welcome to my presentation on the revitalization of Friendly Hills Community Garden. To give you a bit of an introduction and background, Friendly Hills Community Garden was a once thriving community of active gardeners, with individuals and families alike supporting the garden. But with families moving away and the older generation taking up less active hobbies, the garden has been forgotten and lost its life. To fix this, the garden will undergo a 4-month campaign to revitalize and rebrand it to give it a new breath of life. There will be numerous free events to the public, and then a launch event will signal the start of this campaign. The launch event will be a planting party with a variety of seeds and help if needed to plant them, and food and drinks. The community events throughout the campaign include tasting sessions, outdoor movie nights, yoga mornings, and info evenings, as well as a partnership with the community. The rebrand to Willow Grove Community Garden will give this garden the new breath of life that it ultimately needs. Research shows that community gardens help build cohesion and vitality within a community. They provide food and income generation and an opportunity for physical and social activities, as well as contributing to the overall physical and mental well-being of the community. Benefits for the community members and the city include economic, health, educational, and more, especially useful now to help promote urban biodiversity and reduce the impacts of climate change. The audiences for this campaign include the local government, local residents, community members and nonprofit organizations, local media, local businesses, and the wider public. But the campaign will be specifically focusing on 3 key audiences. These include the local media, local residents, and local council. The local media, like newspaper, radio, social media like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and the community newsletter will help spread the word and awareness of the garden and events most effectively, shaping the public narrative and amplifying events. And social media pages are extremely cost-effective and increasingly popular in the digital age, which will help keep to budget. But the range of media, including newspaper and radio, will ensure all demographics are reached, and those that aren't on social media can also hear the latest information. Local residents, like families, singles, retirees, will be the primary users of the garden. We need them to come to ensure success and be the volunteers and allotment owners that will support the garden and bring it back to life. The local government, like the Parks and Recreation Department, the Urban Development Department, and the Community Development Department, will enable and support the campaign and make it possible to put on all these events, ensuring smoothness and keep it running and well kept. The messages of this campaign will be experience and a call to action. Come experience the new and improved community garden with the new breath of life in it. Learn how to use it to your benefit. Community growth, grow the community and spread the word with the hashtag #GrowWillow. Fun for the community, come along to experience all the free events that are running throughout the campaign. And learning and development, learn about sustainable ways of growing your food, learn fun ways to prepare it and that are better for you and the environment. Partnership opportunities. By sponsoring and donating to the garden, local businesses can show that they support the community and sustainable practices, showcasing their brand as being committed to fostering the community and environmental well-being. And finally, a be in to win. Every use of the hashtag #GrowWillow is one entry into winning a luxury cooking class for you and one other person. The strategies to spark interest and excitement and learning within the community and with key stakeholders include engagement, posting content on Instagram and Facebook pages, the hashtag, flyers, radio stories, and newspaper articles. Community, the launch event, planting party, tasting sessions, and movie night. Educate the youth and community about the benefits of healthy eating and ethical ways of sourcing their food. The tactics to achieve these strategies and messages include a focus on engagement and community. This will be done by posting at least 3 times on the social media a week, and event reminders. The content that will be posted will be educational carousels, relatable memes, and user-generated content, as that drives the most real engagement. The hashtag #GrowWillow to spread the word and buzz. Flyers and posters will be placed all around the community with info and a QR code that will take you directly to the Instagram page where the community members can get updated on the latest information to do with the garden. Local media stories like the radio channel to talk about the campaign, newspaper features will reach the older demographic, and then finally the giveaway, which will be the cooking class for 2. The launch events will be like the tasting session. We'll have little tasters set up on the table, food like sunflower and herb dips with bread and crackers, vegetable fritters, organic Anzac biscuits, Greek salads, fruit salads, and more will be set up to people so people can nibble on them as they go. The outdoor movie night will be picnic style. Bring your own blanket and chair and watch the Secret Garden movie. Yoga mornings. Every morning at 8 a.m. for 2 months, there will be a yoga morning, and anyone can go. Anyone is welcome, all levels. Educate with information evenings. Teach people what they can make with their garden food, and partnerships to invite schools to walk through to get people in the garden. And then finally, the rebrand. From Friendly Hills Community Garden to Willow Grove Community Garden. And a sign will be placed at the entrance with a new name, and the unveiling will be done at the launch event. Now, why is this a successful plan, you might ask? Well, firstly, it addresses the needs and issues that have arisen in the community garden, that being the drop-off of interest in the space and the allotment ownership. This plan demonstrates that how the garden is essential for the council to show their commitment to fostering vibrant communities. It is also a very cost-effective plan. All strategies are cost-effective and low budget, designed to have high impact with minimal spend. The plan uses proven PR strategies with rebranding, community events, social media, local media, and storytelling, all impactful and proven to drive successful PR plans, which will ensure public publicity reflecting well on the council as they're supporting community initiatives. The campaign uses SMART objectives that are measurable and tangible. The objectives are linked to quantitative metrics, ensuring proper evaluation can be done with direction, accountability, meaning that this plan is future focused for long-term, sustainable, and fun access to the garden. The community is at the heart of this campaign. Free access for all events and drives the community and inclusivity for all members, aligning with the council's goal of community well-being and bringing everyone together, which is ultimately what the garden is all about. In terms of crisis management, a small group of neighbors have banded together to form an activist group. They claim that the garden has brought increased noise, pungent compost smells, and the general look and layout of the garden is just an eyesore. They're requesting immediate closure of the garden by the council, and this issue has rapidly gained traction and exposure on media sites, labeling the garden as a nuisance over an asset. To address this issue from a public relations perspective, there are a few key steps that I recommend taking. Firstly, respond quickly. Within the first 24 hours, I will address the issue and get ahead of the media. Tell them our side of the story to define the crisis in our own terms to steal the thunder away from any media and other organizations. This will be done in an empathetic and professional manner, making sure to not be defensive to protect the garden's image. Then I'll address the concerns of the activist group. I'll address their concerns, making their issues heard. I will not speculate on how they're feeling. Offer explanations and consistent messages, and that the smell is because of the sustainable compost, trying to reframe it in a positive light, adjusting the negative information going around, but state that changes can be made if concerns remain. Then I will use a diminishing strategy, reduce the perception of crisis responsibility of the issue arisen on the garden committee and council. Accept responsibility, of course, for their concerns and issues, but claim limited responsibility. The smell, because of sustainable compost. The noise, limited to community events when bringing the community together that are family friendly and they're not that frequent. Then I'll make sure to keep key stakeholders updated and informed and manage meeting. Keep the local residents and council all informed, making sure to be open and honest about the situation and any updates that are occurring to build trust and reputability, and hopefully encourage continued support of the garden, acknowledging their emotions and potential anxiety that may have arisen with this crisis. Also, make sure to monitor social media, looking for misinformation and negative comments. Making sure to respond in a proactive manner, but never defensive, and continue to post updates about the progress of the issue and action being taken. And finally, build trust by setting up feedback links in the community pages. This will ensure accountability and trust, making sure to address concerns immediately to hopefully ensure there won't be another activist group formed in the future and reduce anxiety about there being a repeated crisis. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to my pitch on the revitalization and rebrand of the new and improved Willow Grove Community Garden. Thank you.